A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube. Madison County School Sports is proud to have Journey Auto and Boat Sales as the official sponsor of the Madison Central Marching Band on MCS TV. This program is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank and Trust. Visit their new location in Berea.
Welcome to the Coach John Clark Show.
Run!
Hi, I'm Samantha Burford with Madison County School Sports Television. We want you to watch the head coach John Clark Show of Madison Southern Eagles.
If you want to learn about these guys, tune in to Madison County School Sports Television. Let's go!
And welcome to the Coach John Clark Show. I'm Samantha Burford, here of course with Coach John Clark. He's the head coach of the Madison Southern Football Eagles. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We're not going to talk too much about last Friday night's game.
I'm here.
You're
we survived
here.
it.
You know, I was wondering, I started to text and go, okay, do you want to do the show or do you not want to do the show? But you are a professional. I mean, we really appreciate you. We're not going to talk too much
We're
about
not the
it.
first team that's been beat by a really good football team, and that was
No.
a really good football team.
It was a fantastic football team.
Yes, it
so
was.
we'll tell everybody it was Boyle County in case you didn't know. Of course, they're fantastic, but the Eagles did lose 43-7.
Yep.
So the main thing we want to talk about is, one, how good they are, and two, we definitely want to get into the last play.
Well,
of the game.
I will say this: since I've been at Southern, that's by far the best football team we've played.
So in 4 years.
4 years, it's the best team we've played. No question.
No,
I mean,
that's a big deal.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
Just sound, detailed, fast, physical,
They were on.
aggressive. It's a good football team.
Yeah.
You know, they play the game the way you want the game. They play the game the right way. The way the game's supposed to be played. They're respectful. They do a great job. They're very football savvy. Their staff does a great job. They've got an army of coaches. All their coaches are in the building.
They got a lot of coaches,
They've
right?
got a very well-developed youth league that's been there for a long time.
And we have talked about that on some of your
Absolutely.
previous shows,
You
about
know,
how you want to get a youth program like that started in Madison County.
To get a youth program going like that,
Doesn't it just make
to
sense?
have 10 coaches in the building, I mean, that's
Do
when
you think
start.
that's budget? I mean, as far as the coaches?
It's administration allowing. It's administration saying, yes, we're going to hire football coaches in the building. Yeah, I mean, it's just.
So what do you do? Right now, you have certain coaches doing 2 or 3 coaches' jobs.
Absolutely. We have 6 varsity coaches.
Yeah.
And with those 6, I'm included in those 6.
Mm-hmm.
And in those 6, we have, including myself, there's 4 of us in the building. Without me counting, there's 3 of us in the building.
Yeah.
It's a big difference when you have, we have 90 kids and 3.5, I'll say 3.5,
Yeah.
4 including me, of us in the building to kind of monitor and be there every day with 90 kids is It's a lot.
It is a lot.
You know, they have 10. Their ratio would be 9 kids to 1 coach. That's
right.
pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
So that's when you start to get into a whole different realm.
It was almost like nothing went your way. I mean, special teams.
Well, we didn't play great either. I mean, they're really good, but you can't turn the ball over.
Right.
There was a series in the there's a series of 3 series in the first quarter where we fumble a punt. We have a bad snap on a punt, which we fumble. They score.
Yes.
We fumble the next series on a run play.
Out,
They score on that play specifically, and then we throw an interception, and they turn around and score a couple plays later. Next thing you know, we're down 21-0 in the first quarter off of our turnovers. Yeah. And I told the guys going into the game, we cannot turn the ball over against this team because they will punish you on turnovers. And they did. Absolutely.
Yeah. And there was even one time where I think you guys were going to catch your ball. He tipped it, and it landed right in Boyle County's hands.
Well, that was
right in the end zone.
That was AJ playing defense.
Yeah.
AJ, what looked like it was going to be an interception.
Yes.
Tipped it, and that kid made a great catch. And that's one of those things where
it's like it just went.
AJ's coming off afterwards,
right behind him.
And he's got his head down, and we're sitting there going, "Dude, that was a great play by you. That was a great play by that kid." You know, good teams have good players too, and they're going to make good plays. But that was a great defensive play by AJ.
Yes, it was.
That kid just made an unbelievable play on their end.
And the ball went their way.
Absolutely. But they're a good team. I mean, that's, that could potentially be the 4A state champions.
Yeah. You said that in our halftime interview.
Yeah, it's good football. Good football team.
And it's impressive that, you've seen a lot of football. So they got it going on.
They're doing good things.
And have you played against that coach ever? Is
No.
this your first time?
First time. Several of their assistants were at Lincoln County the last couple of years. Lincoln County's head coach left to be an assistant there, and a couple of his assistants with him. But I know some of the guys on the staff real well.
Yeah.
There's a reason they are the way they are. I mean, it's all football.
Will you schedule them next year?
Well, we don't have an open slot for them next year, but in my opinion, that's a good team to keep playing if we could, because if you want to get to a certain point, you've got to see what it looks like.
Right.
And I think a lot of our kids after the game realized, wow, they're not huge.
This could be us.
They're not huge. They weren't drastically stronger than us. It's just a well-oiled machine from first grade up. Yeah. And that's the eventual goal here,
Yeah. Well, we gave a shout out to AJ, but we definitely need to give a shout out to Sipple. Aaron Sipple, playing very well. Aaron Sipple is currently 8 tackles from breaking the all-time career tackle record at Madison Southern, which is held by Tyler Hagan. Tyler broke it in his senior year. Tyler is now at the University of the Cumberlands playing linebacker. But I texted Tyler this week and told him he wanted to know when Aaron was getting close. And I told him, I said, I'll let you know when he's close. And he supports Aaron. He wants Aaron to have it, And that's fantastic because, he could be like, no.
Yeah, but let's talk about the number. It's 485 tackles.
Yeah, it's gigantic.
485 tackles.
Yeah.
That's a lot of tackles.
It is.
It's a lot of charting of tackles.
Well, that is true. But we sit up there next to your, in the press box, next to your guy that's charting all that. So, and he writes it all down.
But you guys have seen the games now for 4 years. I mean, have you seen him make 485 tackles? Absolutely. He's all over the field. If you think about it, you've seen every one of them. I mean, he makes plays. He's a great football player.
So defensively, we've hit those 2 up. Any other defense that you want to
I thought our defense actually played pretty well Friday. I really did.
Okay.
We put them in bad positions with turnovers and giving them a short field again. But there were times throughout the game where I thought our defense played very well.
Yeah.
There really were. I mean, our defense is improving.
Yeah.
It really is. And we were down 2 starting safeties going into the game.
I know.
Do that against a potential state championship team, and you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
But I was proud of the way they played. I really was.
Do you have anybody coming back? I mean, we talk every week about how you have so many injuries. Do you have anybody coming back this week?
Well, potentially. Nate Eads may or may not. He's still questionable. He was very tender today in practice. We tried to practice him today.
Okay.
He wasn't feeling real well, so we held him out. I don't know if he's going to be back or not this week with Nate. If you're not able to run on Tuesday and without a lot of pain, then you're probably not going to play now. Somebody that is back this week is Peyton Skidmore.
Okay.
He's moving around really well. He's playing well. He's excited to play. I'm excited to watch him play. You know, he did some great things in practice this week. He really did. I mean, he's going to be a playmaker. He's fun to watch. Yeah. I like watching the way he plays. And it's good to see him excited about football. And then Ken Cole was out. He is going through his cleared to return protocol. So hopefully he'll be able to practice tomorrow, and we'll be able to reevaluate kind of where he is.
So for those that don't know the protocol of that, what do you have to do? You got to get a doctor's permission?
Sure. If you have a concussion, you know, and it's a very sensitive thing now. So if the C word is even used, you got to go to the doctor. So chances are, if you come off the field with any sort of head injury, they're going to make you go to the doctor to be cleared. Doctor's going to take a look at you.
And then there's requirements, how long they have to sit out.
Absolutely. Some doctors will say, okay, your return to play protocol starts today. You know, which means you probably aren't concussed, but just to be safe, I'm going to say you are because now the doctor's liable.
Exactly.
If it's something that they can tell is a severe concussion or a concussion in general, then they may have you return to see them in a week, and then you can be cleared at that point. But cleared from concussions now it isn't like it used to be. It's not like, hey, you're cleared, go play. Yeah. It's you're cleared for 5-day return to play protocol. Yeah. And what that means
so a lot of people that used to play, like some of our staff, I mean.
Me.
Yeah, it's very different now.
Totally different. I mean, I remember hits in high school where I got my bell rung and I saw stars and I played the whole game and had a headache all weekend and went back to practice on Monday. Yeah. You know, it's not like that anymore. It's good because it's safe.
Safety first.
It's much safer now. So what it is like after they're cleared, they have to have an official's doctor's clearance note. Then they start this return to play protocol, which each day goes from like a little bit of conditioning to make sure they're not lightheaded and dizzy from the breathing, and that they can handle a strenuous physical activity. And then that expands to by day 3 you're in pads but no contact. Okay. You know, and then day 4 is contact, and then day 5 you're cleared to play again.
So you go back slowly.
Yeah. So it's a progression into it is what it really is. Okay. Absolutely.
All right, so I know everybody wants to hear about the final play of the game.
Yeah, it was actually pretty exciting.
You had the running clock, so the second half went a lot quicker.
I actually called a timeout while we were on defense because I wanted to get our offense back on the field. I don't like goose eggs. I'm not a fan of the game ever ending with the score of 0 on the board. It puts a bad taste in your mouth for a while. So we put in Griffin Gabbard's been playing receiver for us. Outstanding basketball player. There's no question I recruited him to play football this year out of my weights class. Good athlete, and just kept bothering him. And he came out this spring and he liked it. And we saw tons of potential in this young man. He could be really good. He just hadn't played football in a long, long time.
Right. So what year is he?
He's a junior.
Junior. Okay.
And it takes time to learn the plays, the formations. So early in the year, we saw this potential of him as a ball catcher, but he started to learn his formations. He had to learn his blocking techniques, and the hardest thing to learn as a receiver is blocking. You know, and obviously, we run the ball 80% of the time, so what do our receivers do more than they catch the ball? They block. Right. So we play the guys that are going to block well. It's the hardest thing to learn. It is very tough to run at a guy 10 yards off from you, react to his reacting to the ball, and block him in space.
Yeah, because he knows which way he's going.
He can see the ball and he can move. You have to guess. It's one of the harder things to do in football. It really is.
Especially if you're bigger, I would think that you
would
he's
not
long, be as
so it's hard to bend because he's tall.
Yes.
It's tough. It's a tough thing to do. As he's gotten better and better, he's played more and more. He had his first big catch, actually, in a JV game this season. He had a 98-yard touchdown reception from Adam Trickler that was the exact same play.
Okay.
It was the exact same play.
So we know that one works.
Coach Skinner called all verts and let Adam throw it up to him, and you can tell Adam's got a pretty strong arm. Put it right on him, and I'd love to see Griffin out running people, breaking tackles. And he's been playing more and more through injuries with receivers and stuff, with changes in personnel. So this week, I mean, he's out there today. I think he had another huge touchdown catch today in practice.
He did.
Yeah, breaking tackles and taking it down the sideline.
And I think he did a victory dance in the game.
I hope
I think they were all doing some kind of victory dance.
I was excited.
They were
to
happy
see
to
him
get the 0 off the board.
And it was good to see him have success.
Yeah.
He is a great kid. He's a good leader. He's going to be fun for people to watch on the basketball court. But
Well, I'm excited to see.
We hope he sticks with football too, though, because he's got a bright future next year. It's hard to see that sometimes in your first year because there's so much learning going on.
Yeah.
And I know it kind of hasn't always been what he might have thought it was going to be.
It may be a little overwhelming.
But he's got so much potential if he sticks with it. He really does.
So you're recruiting him at the moment, right? For next season.
He knows it. He hears it every day from me. He hears it every day from me.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else about the game?
Well, that about sums it up.
Yeah. You scored the extra point when the clock was actually, it was over. Yeah. So the clock had ended.
Yep.
Game over. But you still made the field goal. Or the extra point,
We got on the board.
You did. So, all right. Well, with that being said, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about this Friday night's game.
Sounds good.
All right. We'll be right back after this.
A special thank you to our great sponsors. Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications. Madison County School Sports is proud to have Journey Auto and Boat Sales as the official sponsor of the Madison Central Marching Band on MCS TV. This program is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank and Trust. Visit their new location in Berea.
Welcome back to the Coach John Clark Show. I'm Samantha Burford. We are here at Cumberland Valley National Bank. I think I forgot to say that earlier, but we always want to thank them because we kind of take over their bank. So
we're always here for the show, making our weekly deposits.
That's right. Cha-ching. We need some sound effects when you do that,
we
you know?
do.
We really
Get that
do.
added in.
We need our producers to put that in.
Hey, their money, they can get it done.
You're good at it tonight, aren't you? All right, so let's move into Letcher County Central.
Good football team.
Yes.
Played them in the playoffs last year.
Okay.
Beat them at our place. We knew when they came in, they were young. They had some good-looking players. They had some big boys. And I remember we talked about as a staff, we thought that team's going to be pretty good next year. Well, they're sitting there at 8-2 right now, winners of their district.
Yeah. So let's talk about their quarterback. He's obviously fantastic. Never comes off the field.
Yeah, he's 6'4.5", about 250 pounds. Strong arm.
Yeah. Zane Blair.
Yep. He's not the fastest kid, but he's deceptive. He looks like he's not moving very quick, but he's got such a long stride. He covers a lot of ground.
Oh, okay.
He's a kid that is hard to bring down at 250 pounds now. I mean, he's an offensive tackle running. That's a tough guy to tackle. You can't arm tackle this guy. You got to run through him. He had 2 huge run plays against Breathitt last week early on in the game. He's just a guy that if you give him a crease, he'll take it to the distance, and they'll run the ball with him. He does not leave the field. He plays offense. He plays outside linebacker on the defensive side of the ball. He's their kickoff guy.
Yeah.
He's their extra point kicker. He is also their punter. He does everything. He was a good player last year.
Yeah.
But,
and you remember him.
Yeah, he's a good player. We knew he was going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
And then their running back is
what year is he?
He's a senior.
Okay, I don't have
their running back is a good player as well. He was a good player last year. We felt just he was a weight room year away. Well, he's found that. Yeah. He's only about 5'7", but he's about 185, 190 pounds. All his weight's from his hips to his knees. So he's strong in his legs. He's got great balance. He's got good vision, and he's got a little wiggle to him. He's averaging about 10 yards a carry. If you're averaging 10 yards a carry, you're an explosive playmaker. So you've got your hands full keeping those 2 bottled up.
So what are your thoughts? How are you going to contain them?
Well, the thing with Letcher is that, I mean, they're a big play team. They live on the big play. Reminds me of how we've played in the past. You know, they're going to big play you to death. You got to try to not give up the big plays. You got to keep everything in front of you. He can throw deep. He's got a quick release. He's very accurate. And I think against Sheldon Clark, he hit like a 97-yard touchdown pass. He chucks it 50 yards downfield on the dot. I mean, he'll throw deep and land it in small windows. Is better than anybody we've played before. He's got a very strong arm. So we got to keep everything in front of us. We've got to play sound We've got to play sound. They're a no-huddle offense. So we've got to make sure that we're prepared and we have our calls in and we're lined up and ready to play.
Yeah. So you're going with 2 quarterbacks now, so you'll go with both, I'm assuming, just like you have been.
Absolutely.
Same plan.
Absolutely. It's kind of how we're progressing right now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's no secret Landon's a run threat. So that's what we're utilizing as. Absolutely.
Okay. So do you want to give us an update on our plan for who's moving into your hot seat next?
Yeah. Brought a special guest with me today. You know, the players bringing them in got such a big review. Brendan Napier is going to join us today. This young man is, I mean, you want to talk about proud of somebody that you'd love to have sit and represent your program. This is him. This is a young man that doctors were never going to clear him to play football, and here he is. He's our starting guard, leads our team in pancakes, was never allowed to lift heavy, never allowed to do anything physical, squats like 550 pounds. I mean, he's a pretty outstanding young man, work ethic. I mean, he wants to do anything he can to improve. 4.0 student, just unbelievable student, just really the model of what we want our young men to be and hope to be. He's outstanding. But his story is pretty amazing about how he went from I'm not supposed to be able to play to you're never going to be allowed to play to coming to me to be a manager to all of a sudden being a guy on the team that I was scared to death that he was playing every day.
Yeah,
to now,
and could get injured
absolutely
easily.
And I mean, this young man puts his life on the line on the football field.
Every day.
Every day.
Not just on Friday nights.
And then to
every
bring
day.
him into this point to where he's a starting guard and he's our most consistent guy up front and he's our most vocal team leader. It's a pretty amazing story. So I'm going to let you talk with him, but he's one of those kids that, you know, you think about like the wizard behind the curtain that nobody ever sees in your program. He's definitely that kind of kid.
And I can tell you're proud just talking about him.
I get excited.
And he's blushing over
I get excited for him to get the opportunity to sit here.
Yeah.
I really am proud of this young man.
All right, Coach. Good luck this Friday night.
Thank you.
And we won't be there because it is an away game, but
Why?
we'll be with you in spirit.
Just because we're playing in New Zealand, you guys aren't going to make the trip? I mean, come on.
I know, it's a long bus ride, right?
It's a long plane ride.
And now that the time has changed, it'll be dark before the game even starts.
It'll be dark before we
get there.
Get home, get back. I mean, I joked with the administration, we're going to have to leave like tomorrow to get there for kickoff.
I know you're being silly.
Where's the Cumberland Gap? We're going to need to find it to get through here.
Yeah, you're going to need that wizard. That's what you're going to need to guide you. All right, Coach. Good luck Friday night, like I said, and we'll be right back. And we'll have a bigger story even when we come back.
A special thank you to our great sponsors. Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications. Madison County School Sports is proud to have Journey Auto and Boat Sales as the official sponsor of the Madison Central Marching Band on MCS TV. This program is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank and Trust. Visit their new location in Berea.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley National Bank. I'm Samantha Burford, and I have someone so special sitting beside me today. Much better looking too. Can I tell you that? We're just going to give him a hard time over there. So thanks for being with us. It's Brendan Napier, and we're going to give Coach a hard time. So we'll put him, we'll dish about him here in a minute. You can tell us some juicy stories. All right. So see, he's taken with Erica now, so we'll just put you in the hot seat over here.
It's fine by me.
All right. So let's begin. Let's just start with your story from day one. What made you want to start playing football?
A long time ago, I was going through my dad's things, and I found some letters, an old trophy of his where he played football.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, what is this? I didn't know. My parents had kept me away from it. They didn't want me to know. And I found those.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got to find out more about this. I was very young. And I was introduced to football. I started watching football. I was like, man, I want to play. This sport, it's very interactive. It just seems fun.
Yeah.
And I want to do it. And
your parents said no.
I was always told no. And it was because of a bleeding disorder that I was born with, something that they didn't want to take a chance on. Very likely I'd get hurt if I played.
Right, because you could not only be injured, but worse. It could happen, right?
Yeah, it could happen.
It could happen.
There's a higher chance because I have a problem recovering
yes.
with the bleeding disorder. That's what creates a problem.
So you could bleed out if you were injured, let's say your bone went through your skin or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that your parents are probably at every single
my dad's
game.
there prepared to take care of a situation if it were to happen.
Yeah.
And best prepared we can be.
Do they come to practice too?
He's not at practice every now and then he'll come.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's only 5 minutes away.
I was getting ready to say, I know they're not like an hour away. They're right there
really
in case something happens.
Right.
Yeah. So keep going.
So after I got told no, I kept pushing towards the game, and I kept pushing my parents to let me play.
Yeah.
Even brought it up to my doctor, and it was a repeated no with her. No, you can't do this. No, nobody's ever played with the condition you have. You can't do this. We're not going to let you.
Yeah.
Okay. So eventually I got to the point where I was like, they're not going to let me play. I'm going to be a coach. I'm going to find a way onto the team. I started making my own playbook whenever I was very young, and I just kept pushing forward with that. And then eventually I got to high school, kept finding out about the game more and more. And then I went to Coach Clark. I wanted to be a part of the football team. There was something in me that was nagging at me to become more. And I thought I'd find that through football. And so I went to him and I said, let me be a manager. Let me do something. I'll be the equipment manager. I don't care. I just want to be a part of this.
Part of this program.
This is something bigger than me. I need it. And so I did. And then I kept talking to the doctors. My father kept talking to the doctors. And finally she's like, well, I'm going to let you try this. And I was like, all right, that's my foot in the door. That's all I needed. And from that moment on, I wasn't allowed to lift a lot of weight or do a lot of things that most of my teammates were able to do, so I started very slow. But as I showed them that I could handle it, it progressed and progressed and progressed, and to the point where I was allowed to play full contact, do everything, act like I was any other kid. It's just...
Were you nervous?
I wasn't nervous at all.
You weren't nervous?
No, I was so excited.
Just maybe your parents?
Yeah, my parents. My mom still was like, oh my gosh, my son's going on the field. If he gets hurt. But, I mean, that's just that mother instinct.
Yeah.
But, I mean, here I am now, and I'm playing, and, I mean, I live for it. It's something that pushes me every day.
And you know what? So many people will look at this story and be like, because they don't realize that they may be taking it for granted. You know, they're showing up to practice every day, and they may have just a small sore muscle and be like, oh, I don't want to play today. Yeah. And I'm not talking about Southern or any of our local teams. I'm just saying in general.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
We should all stop and think, you know, and look what you're doing.
It's a little bit different. It's just that I always had that extra motivation because I was always told no before. And that's something that drives me. Like, if you quit today, you're going to get told no again. Why would you ever want to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, this
yes,
makes you
because
so
if
happy.
it happens,
right.
Your doctor may say, no, you're not going back on the field.
Right. But it's a risk that I'm willing to take every time. I have to go out there. It's part of me, part of who I am. And
aren't you just glad that they gave you a chance?
Oh, yeah. That's all I needed. The opportunity was the biggest part.
And so the position you play now?
I play left guard. And
a starter.
I do start. I love the position, offensive line. That's where I'm supposed to be. Yeah. And I love it.
So tell us, I mean, this is your 4th season. This year hasn't started, it started off and it has taken a different direction. What are your thoughts on this season?
This season definitely has its up and downs.
There's a lot of people injured on your team right now. So.
Right. Injuries are something that you can't help. It's going to happen if it happens.
Yeah.
And you have to cope with them, deal with them in the best way that you can, and move forward as a team. Get your younger guys to step up. And this season as a whole, I mean, there's some times where you're feeling really good, but I think we're in an okay spot. We're okay.
Yeah.
We're progressing as a young team. As a whole, we're young, and with injuries, that doesn't help.
Right.
But the way we're progressing, I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah.
We're getting some players back this week.
That's what Coach said. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that'll help.
And so you're starting the season over, basically, starting Friday night.
Right. We're gonna go home.
Yep.
That's what that's all it is.
Yeah.
Focus.
So do you have a favorite memory from this season or from seasons past?
This season definitely be my most favorite memory.
It would.
And the big rivalry was Central.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it was at home.
Right, going to the game, the atmosphere that we had, it was awesome.
It was pretty incredible.
It's something I'll never forget. And then winning that game, that's tops my list of anything I could ever wanted.
Yeah. So as a senior and as the leader of this group, what do you do before a game? Do you give any pep talks? Do you let Coach Clark do it all? What do you do?
I try to be very encouraging in a positive manner during the beginning of the game. Get everybody going, throw out some energy, let people feed off that. The key part of being a leader. And it's right now a very large part of that is being vocal on our team. And so that's what I do. I be vocal to everyone else, try to get them pumped up and ready to go. And that's.
So you sat here tonight and heard what Coach Clark said about you, blushing over there. I could see you over there, a little blushing. What are your thoughts on hearing him say such positive remarks about you and as such a leader of the group?
It's very humbling, and it makes me very happy to hear someone else say that about you. It's just something that I wouldn't have thought could have ever happened to my football coach. To be able to say I have a football coach is like crazy to me.
Yeah.
After being told no so much, but like it's something I think about a lot whenever somebody says something good. It's just like I feed off that because it's just another thing to motivate me because of where I came from.
Yeah.
To where I am now.
You are fantastic, and this is one of the best interviews, and I've enjoyed talking to you. Do you have any thoughts on next year, what your plans are? Like, are you going to go to college? What are your thoughts?
Right now, I'm definitely going to college. I'm unsure where right now. I'm looking. I'm going on several college visits.
Okay.
I actually have some college visits for football.
You do?
To go and play. A lot of these coaches don't know about my condition yet.
So but you'll tell them.
Well, of course, I'll have to tell them.
Yeah.
And we'll see how that works. Yeah. I mean, if they like me enough, they will hopefully be okay with it and work with me through that. And if that doesn't happen, it'll be okay. I'll go on to become a coach. And
I love it.
From college, and that's where we'll go.
Yeah. And, you know, it would be nice if you'd stay somewhere close, like a college close, so that we can all keep up with you and come watch you play.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And I would guess Coach would come watch you play, too.
I hope he would.
I think he would. And I think he'd love it. Well, anything else you want to add before we close?
I think that sums it up.
Sums it all up?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Listen, we wish you the best.
Well, thank you.
And good luck Friday night.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's a long bus ride.
It is a long bus ride.
So you got a lot of time to prepare and plan.
Uh-huh.
You think you're going to win, right?
I think we have a great chance to win.
I'm happy to hear you say that because I think you're going to, too. All right. All right, listen, we're going to close, but thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Madison County School Sports, we just wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for watching this episode of Madison County School Sports and the Coach John Clark Show. I'm Samantha Burford, and we want to wish Coach Clark the best this coming Friday night against Letcher County Central.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Brendan.
Thank you.
All right.
Run!
Hi, I'm Samantha Burford with Madison County School Sports Television. We want you to watch the head coach John Clark Show of Madison Southern Eagles.
If you want to learn about these guys, tune in to Madison County School Sports Television. Let's go.
Madison County School Sports is proud to have Journey Auto and Boat Sales as the official sponsor of the Madison Central Marching Band on MCS TV. A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications. Madison County School Sports is proud to have Journey Auto and Boat Sales as the official sponsor of the Madison Central Marching Band on MCS TV. This program is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank and Trust. Visit their new location in Berea. Oh, there you go. You got time. Go right.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube. The following is in smokeless tobacco: cadmium, formaldehyde, lead, nicotine, nitrosamines, polonium-210, hydrazine, benzopyrene, and uranium-235. Don't be a dip. Don't dip.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, the definition of binge drinking is having 5 drinks over the course of 2 hours. When done excessively, this may eventually lead to memory loss, unwanted pregnancy, and sexually transmitted diseases, cancer, excessive vomiting, alcohol poisoning, and possibly death.
Nathan, can you hear me?
If you don't want to swallow any of this, chances are the next tube you put in your mouth won't be a good time. For more information on binge drinking, please visit the Centers for Disease Control website at www.cdc.gov.